What's good, y'all? Back for another one.
Yes, sir.
We at the Rick and Jordy Podcast. Obviously it's a little different today. Switching it up. I'm Rick, your host. We got Frankie, co-host today, and then we got a special guest, the homie Akiel.
What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah.
What up? What up?
But yeah, man, what's been good with you, Frankie?
Hey man, not much. Just working, chilling. My wife is about to graduate with her EDD from VCU, so we're gonna shout her out. She's about to be a doctor. So
Okay.
All right.
yeah. So
That's what's up.
more money.
Shout out Theresa, doing your thing.
Mhm. Yep.
More money, more degrees.
Dr. Reese.
Yes. Well, yes, sir, to you, but
Yeah,
doing your
yes,
thing.
doctor.
Doctor.
I was like, you gotta change all your mail now.
That's a fact.
I ain't no
I know
missus.
I know that I feel good though. That I feel good.
She been working hard 3 long years.
That's what's up.
She started this joker pregnant, and now we got a 2-year-old.
2 So really doing it.
Yeah.
Really doing it. Shout out to her for real. I'm proud. But yeah, man, then like I said, we got a guest today. The homie Akiel. No, the homie from Denver. But more importantly, he just got back from traveling the world. So he was globetrotting for 9 months, being a passport bro. Not really, but for real, just seeing sights and all that. I'll let him tell about it. But yeah, man, if you wanna, give a rundown about yourself, we can get into the traveling.
So my name is Akiel. I met Rick about a year and a half ago at a Burton event in Denver. We've just been hanging out since. I left the States about 9 months ago, so August of last year. And my countries in order have been Greece, Albania, Montenegro, Hungary, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Japan, Philippines. Yep. And then I got here about 4 or 5 days ago. Back to Denver.
You fresh back.
Yeah, the elevation is getting me. Especially in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Going from that humid to straight dry. Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, yeah, that too.
So how many countries is that?
9.
9? Okay. 9 countries in 9 months.
So you spent about a month in every place, or you was like some places you stayed a little bit longer than others?
Yeah, some places I stayed longer. Like in Cambodia, I stayed and I volunteered teaching English to impoverished children out there and just helping with their community. So that was a pretty wholesome experience and a lot of perspective from that. But some places like Montenegro, Albania, it was just kind of beach towns. Still stayed for shorter amounts of time. So in Thailand, I'm pretty sure I stayed 2 months. But Cambodia was the longest. Vietnam for like a month and a half. Yeah, it's been great.
What's up?
It was dope. Keeping up with his travels through one Instagram, and then he has a YouTube as well. So he was dropping vlogs and stuff throughout the time. So real high quality shit. It was for real. He just really immersed you in whatever he was doing. It was good. You good at that.
Like his adventures. Don't follow the main route. Sightseeing what everyone else sees. Whatever I come across is whatever I come across, and I share that with people who want to watch.
Yep. So I'll leave I'll leave your YouTube in the description and everything. So shout you out.
Yeah, and IG so everybody can see and follow.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe, all that jazz.
Definitely.
Exactly. So go ahead, Anton.
I honestly want to know what inspired this. Why'd you all of a sudden wanted to travel and see the world?
Well, I've always wanted to. I had a pretty wide perspective as a child, even though I hadn't been out the States. And I just wanted to gain wisdom through other people, envelop myself in others' cultures and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
You know, be able to have a more flexibility and mindset. So that's mostly why.
Yeah.
And then I love taking videos and pictures, so might as well document it and see where it takes me.
Yeah, have those memories forever. It'd be dope. You can go back and look like, yeah, I could dig it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool too. Is it's more than just like you said, wanting to see the sights and stuff. Kind of finding yourself, and then just really understanding other people and other cultures. So that's really dope.
Have you all been to any other countries I mentioned?
No,
Nope.
I haven't been. I want to go to the Philippines. My mom's best friend is from the Philippines, and she's got a bunch of family over there. And we were supposed to go back a couple years ago, but they had some health scares with COVID, so it was just kind of like, all right, we're just gonna chill and try again some other time. We haven't tried it yet, but Philippines is on my list for sure. Yeah, I got sisters at Philippines, so and I love the food. Food is delicious. But I do want to visit Thailand. I heard that that's a cool place to visit too.
Yeah, I would like to visit Thailand. Japan for sure, though. Japan for sure.
Japan's probably number one on the list for me.
Yeah, he was able to snowboard there too, so that would be a check off the bucket list.
Oh, it was the best powder I've ever came across.
So yeah, that just hearing that makes me want to get out there.
The snow is like humid.
Wow.
You can put that in the
really. I just imagine it heavy then. Is it heavy?
It's heavy but malleable.
Okay.
So like you can like push it in, but
so it's like you got so much control over it, like it's a wave to you.
Oh, okay. You're talking about on the board. Yeah.
On the board.
Okay. I get what you mean now. So if you weren't on the board, I would assume you would just sink automatically, right?
It could compact a little.
It will compact a little. Okay.
Sure.
So then it is, yeah. But
I gotta set a budget for this.
Yeah. But okay, yeah, that's dope. So obviously Japan, Philippines would be dope. Philippines would be dope. I don't know. I just getting out of the Western Hemisphere is a goal of mine, for real. So I haven't been anywhere outside of Mexico or the Caribbean islands. So
yeah, same. But I say the best place I've been to is probably the island of Curacao. I don't know. Yeah, like they got a rich culture, even though they were colonized by the Dutch. Like you can still see the Dutch influence, but they still got their own. You know, it's like it's really cool. They have the largest swinging gate on those, so like boats come in from the ocean instead of the bridges that go like this.
Yeah,
it's a gate.
That's the swings. So you have to be
largest swinging gate in the world.
Yeah,
is on the island of Curacao.
Interesting. I know. Yeah.
So you mentioned like culture. Like which culture kind of like surprised you the most, like in terms of like in a positive way, and like how, like, or why?
I would say the Cambodian culture, because not many people know for some reason that there was a huge genocide there only about 40, 50 years ago, and it was by their own people. So it's like the Khmer Rouge started killing off their old people, saying that there was going to be bombs coming, hoarding them, and killed like millions. Man, and it was so recent. But they are amazing people. They are happy. Their bounce back has been like rapid. Their infrastructure is growing rapidly as well. It's insane what their country is doing for themselves. And I met a lot of like cool artistic people out there. I met a lot of people in their community, and they're just good overall and happy. Even the kids that don't even get to eat every day, outrageously happy, making kites out of literally plastic bags and random sticks that they find. It was great out there. So they have a large appreciation for life,
For life.
you know, basic happiness.
That is
So I love being in Cambodia.
okay.
But one downfall, I guess, on your passport, they take up a whole page. Like they put the whole sticker on the page,
It's
and
the
if you
whole
extend,
stick.
then they had a whole nother sticker for the extension.
Ooh.
Is that
So,
is that purposeful?
I don't know,
Huh.
but if you don't have a lot of space in your passport when you're about to travel, keep that in mind. Knowledge nugget there.
Definitely inconvenience. Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
And then you said you taught in Cambodia as well.
Yeah, at a volunteer school teaching them English.
Okay.
There were 2 different sets of children you could teach. It's like the younger ones, kind of basic English, and then you get more into the verbiage and stuff like that with the older class. They're teenagers or like low 20s, but would just help teach them English.
Okay.
We'd also help with the community, like help build houses or just feeding the homeless, helping people pay for their surgeries. It was
So
dope.
that portion of your trip was like with a group of people?
well, I mean, I met a group of people, but no, I was solo,
okay.
travel solo.
It was your own choice and own doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what's up.
That's dope.
So, but you meet people for life there, people you'll see again.
Make connections. Yeah.
I was gonna lead to my next question. Like, you know, what was the most impactful interaction you had with a stranger?
You should have sent me a list of these questions first. That's
I should have sent you a little. I got like 2 more, you know.
maybe this is easier because I was just thinking about the school. When you're teaching the kids, do they have any type of English foundation or knowledge? Okay, they do.
Just like basic conversation stuff.
Okay. So it's not starting from scratch.
No, not fully, but definitely just spelling simple stuff, spelling the A's, getting all the months down, asking different types of questions, writing.
Got you.
But they're pretty smart in a casual conversation.
I would assume so.
All right, what was the question? The
best interaction
with a stranger. Oh, here's a soft one. I can Donald Trump you this one.
What is that one?
What's the most unforgettable meal you had?
I still tight on how he said it.
That's still tough. You can. Oh my god! I had this like one fried rice joint. Like,
it'll be between these two. There's a spot in Hanoi, Vietnam, a ramen spot, and the homie owns it. I don't remember how to pronounce his name, but hopefully we can get like your Instagram put here somewhere. But that ramen was so good, and he had the tunes on, like, and he would play instrumentals, but they were hard. It was like Boondocks level instrumentals. Just playing. So that, and he hooked me up with the free mochi after I came there twice. Okay. There's Pasta La Vista in Siem Reap, Cambodia. I'm pretty sure these Italians run it. Their pasta, too good. And then anywhere in Japan. Okay, well then if we're shouting out a spot that's near Akihabara. It's in Akihabara, so that's the anime district in Tokyo. Mm-hmm. Let's say you type in big camera. If you're in Tokyo, you know what I'm talking about. Big camera. You're going to walk 2 blocks to the water and take a left. Do not cross the bridge. You're gonna see like a red and white sign, chicken fried with like fried chicken on it, and they have like $1 pint beers, like a bunch of food that's mad cheap, and you can just order as you please. And yeah, it's too good.
Okay.
3 favorites.
All right. That I remember from one of your posts. You had fried. There was a dude selling fried watermelon. Black man selling fried watermelon.
Yeah, from
That's
Maryland.
crazy.
Where was that at?
It was in
Was that Japan?
Manila, Philippines.
Philippines. That was Philippines. Okay.
Yeah, but yo, it was good. That was good. Yes. This I don't remember the first time I had a fried Oreo. I was like, oh, this is amazing. That was amazing.
Yeah, I was like, I wonder what that tastes like.
I got a watermelon on my table right now.
Like I'm trying to whip that.
You're gonna fry that shit up before you cut it.
I'll be like, so you said they had panko on it? No.
Throw a little brown sugar on it. And then I recall you had food poisoning. You caught food poisoning.
Oh,
how many
man.
times? I know it's at least twice.
The second time might have been alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
I was in Vietnam and we were on the Ha Giang Loop. It's like a loop on the north of Vietnam. It goes along the Chinese border, everything beautiful. But they have this stuff called happy water. The last day, people were KO'd, went to the hospital.
Oh man,
Wow.
what was in this
bad
happy
off
water?
the
What was in
water.
happy
I
water?
don't know. It's like a rice
Made you
water.
happy.
Oh, okay. Did it hit like alcohol or was it smooth as hell? If it's called water, I
It
would
just tastes like water.
No, it did not.
Oh,
That was not nice.
oh damn.
It tasted like angry water.
But I did get food poisoning pretty bad in Cambodia. I ordered something online, shouldn't have, and it was like chicken fried rice. It was done like 5 days.
Damn, and it was something normal too.
You like Uber eated it and it came. Like you said,
Yeah, kind of on Grab.
On Grab.
Yeah, that's an app they use up there.
Okay. Well,
that was rough.
No good promo for Grab.
Nah, that and the restaurant gaslit me when I wrote a review about getting food poisoning. I don't remember specifically, but I remember the attitude, the mental I was in once they responded. I was hot.
Piss you off. Said
you lie.
Happy water is basically rice wine. Yeah.
Wait, you looked it up? Oh,
what's up?
I remember the answer to your question. Who I met.
Oh, okay, yeah. Most impactful interaction.
The most impactful interaction. Oh, pause for the vulnerability time. But
we love it.
I met this guy named Jude when I was in Greece. So it was my first month. We're out at this beach bar. Was it Bolivar Beach Bar in Greece? Crazy. Like, it's such a valid venue. Music amazing. Different days, different types of music. He's like, yo, you want to run in the morning? I'm like, am I down to run? Of course I'm down. And then he's like, all right, I'm going to church too. And I'm like, okay, when's mass? He said 7. So we had to start running at 6. We didn't get back till about 5 in the morning, something. So no sleep, went in, brushed up, went and ran like 6 kilometers, went to church, then ran up a mountain and came down. But like, he brought me closer to God and like helped me with a lot of things I had to work through. Okay. And definitely going to church, like, it was an amazing experience. So I'd say that. And I made a lifelong like brother with him.
I'm glad you took your time to think of that.
Yeah, and kudos to you and his cardio, because
exactly. After sleep,
church, look, I'm spent after I talked to Jesus. look, all right, Lord, I need a nap. What's some of the things like difficulties you faced, like traveling to all these countries? Like whether it was like passport issues or just maybe getting lost, getting adjusted.
I would say the only place that was really off was Albania a little. And like I met some cool locals through a UK friend I met there, and he was like oh, you didn't know? They're racist. Like, they're racist here. And it wasn't like racism, but more like, we don't see a lot of you. Like, we're suspicious of you. Which whenever I'm around people, I never think that of others. But after I told him about the experience I was having, that was his response to it.
And he was a local?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's from Albania. This was in Toronto. So that was just a little odd, the experiences I had there. But I like traveling solo. It is what it is. I've never had anyone really press me other than some drug dudes in Greece, I guess.
Wow.
It was like late night. They definitely seemed like they were on something.
I thought this was like some drunk dudes, they wanted.
Yeah.
He said the drug lords is at the.
They were foreigners. They weren't even from Greece. They were from Africa.
Oh wow!
They were trying to press you, or they were trying to sell to you?
Pressed me.
Interesting.
Like a dude, like kind of distanced himself, walked in a circle. Tried to walk up like behind me, but I was already checked that.
Yeah.
And then one of the girls from Greece was like, "Yeah, just get away from there." Like that, they're the type to have knives, stuff like that. So we all just ended up walking away.
Okay.
Can't even have a good time at the disco, dog.
Monsterati Square.
Must be hating.
Straight up.
Recommendation wise, if you want to go like Balkans, Europe, everywhere else has been great for me. And I would go to Budva, Montenegro. It's beautiful, right over the mountains. It's a water town or a beach town. They have like a little called Hawaii, and you can go there and back for like €6 the whole day, and you can go cliff diving, all that. It's so clear. Play with fish, like it's amazing.
That sounds like something I would do.
And there's a 1-level like castle in the town that's renovated to like bars and clubs and stuff. Mad good food, cheap drinks.
Yeah, that's one thing.
That's right up Cali.
Yeah. That was one thing he was mentioning once he got back was the price difference. That is straight up my alley. Cheap.
Y'all
What
president
quality?
about to make everything expensive here. Everywhere about to be cheaper.
Our food especially going down. I guess my last question was, in every spot, I know you stayed in some hostels and some Airbnbs. What was the experience like in the hostels?
It's your neighbor, the neighbor that be doing yoga.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she climbed her cat self up the balcony and
ran down.
Nice. Sun tanning. No, so my question.
Hostel experience.
Yeah, the hostel experience.
So the hostels were awesome.
Really?
Honestly, I met some people I'll remember and know forever in hostels. I've only had 2 bad experiences. And one was just because of how crazy this dude was snoring. Where was that? I was in Hungary, in Budapest. Let me think. What's the best hostel I've been to? Maybe it depends. If you want like a party hostel, there's Base X or just Base. Look for that chain in Southeast Asia.
Okay.
Mad Monkey, of course, that's a classic. But there's so many hostels. It just depends on what you want.
Okay.
But most of my hostel experiences have been pretty good. Never had anything stolen. Never had any crazy problems or beef with anyone.
That's good to hear because my anxiety would be through the roof about my belongings and how to secure them and all that.
I would say just use Hostel World. It's pretty quality, so you could find out if you'll have a locker for your stuff or not.
Oh, okay. So do some research.
Yeah, because you can do cheaper hostels or more expensive hostels, like whichever you're most comfortable with. Some of them even have single rooms.
Okay.
So you can get those too. It'll just be at a hostel, so more sociable.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Then also when it comes to like meeting people, if you don't want to stay in a hostel, this app called Trip BFF.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll find people like in your area. There's different kind of like
Host home.
kind of like accounts you can be in. So it'll be like Trip for Bahamas, and then everyone that's going at that time period will go into that, and you can just chat with people like, oh, I'm going to do this excursion today. Does anyone want to join? And anyone else that so happen to be in there can message you.
You can link up that way.
That's dope.
Yep.
Yeah, you can log your Instagram, your TikTok and stuff through there, all of that. So it's pretty solid. I've met people from Hostel World because they have chats in Hostel World as well, and Trip BFF. Got you.
Okay.
All right. Well, yeah, that's some insider info, little tips and tricks.
Yeah, I got one more question. So the last one's fun.
Yeah.
You got to pick out of the countries you visited.
Yeah.
Which one could you see yourself living in?
Oh, it's so difficult.
Oh, really? I thought I'm gonna see if I know the one you're gonna say.
I'll give you two guesses because I'm gonna give you here this or this.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So my initial guess is Japan.
Or
that's my first guess.
Cambodia.
Okay.
Japan or Cambodia.
It's gonna be Hungary or Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Japan for sure though. There's so much I haven't explored in it, but snowboarding over the 3 days, amazing. Even meeting some of the locals, males and females, both mad cool people. The mom and pops, like ramen shops I've been to, they're just amazing all around. They take care of their community. They take care of their people.
Is it as clean as they say?
Bro, so ever since the train incident, there was like a chemical terrorist attack out there. They removed all the trash cans. I can walk for hours and not find like a piece of like after your gum paper, nothing.
So clean as a whistle.
Like not like the little strip you take when you're peeling off a pack of gum, nothing for hours.
Yeah.
And that's with no trash cans around.
Super clean.
Yes. The trains are super efficient. They're there within the minute that they say they're gonna be.
And that's because, and I heard partially there's the culture. Like they take pride in their work, whether you're a garbage man or you're a janitor, you're a teacher, or you're an electrical engineer. Like no matter what your profession is, you take pride in it, and everybody, are just like you're a janitor. Like like it's not like you're a janitor. Like they everybody says it's a pride, it's a pride thing. You just, if that's your job, you do the best you can, and that's why they don't even have a tip culture.
Yeah, going on here.
I heard they respect each other as well. Is that true? The level of respect?
Yeah, honestly, everywhere the level of respect is far higher.
Far higher than America.
We used to be a better country.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, dope. I appreciate you sharing that, man. Yeah, that's I know when I told my folks I had a homie that was traveling the world, they're like, how's he doing that? That was their first question. They're like, well, first is why, and then second is how. That's typical from them. But yeah, I was like, because he can and because he wants to, that's probably two good enough reasons there. You don't really need much else. So yeah.
Well, when you want to see the world,
exactly.
Opportunity.
Yep. Expand your mind, expand your conscious, open your third eye, all that.
Yeah. I really want to go to London coming up because
town of soldiers.
Yeah, I mean, just to be, just to go, just like, hey, I've been, because the flight's really cheap because I live on the East Coast, so flights there are particularly really cheap. Like I can either fly out of DC or New York, and the round trip is like $800.
Oh, that's not bad.
That isn't. Yeah.
Hop, skip, and jump over the pond.
Yep, across the pond.
across the pond.
Get some fish and chips.
Get hit with sticks.
But yeah, the UK. That's one place I don't know. I would go if I had opportunity. It's not high on the list.
I'm gonna
like that.
Go because of my homies that I met. Because I love meeting the people from UK as I was traveling. Them and the Australians and like Germans are usually the coolest people I meet. So I gotta go to UK and show me around.
Yeah. Maybe you'll get a different look then.
Yeah.
So
I really want to see why they complain about in the summer, because they don't have air conditioners. I'll be like, well, I live in the South. Like,
there's
see what heat is.
Yeah.
Greece was terrible. Athens in August
was
outrageous. Like I couldn't go outside without sweating.
And
then the Philippines, like I feel like my arms are permanently burnt. They're darker than the rest of my body, a significant amount.
That humidity is crazy.
I got a heat rash for the first time. Like, ridiculous.
Sheesh.
But UK is far north of Greece. I don't think it's crazy like that and crazy hot.
Yeah, but they be complaining.
Yeah, they're bitching.
Wow.
Go to Texas.
Any other questions?
No. Appreciate you sharing your experiences with us.
Definitely.
Got me thinking. I at least want to go to Japan and London. Those are my two. I in Dubai. My cousin, he wants to go to Dubai. We were supposed to go last year for our 35th, but it didn't work out. So we're gonna go one of these days.
Dubai be interesting.
Yeah,
I'd pick those other ones over London though. London should be
last time. I just told you London only because it's so cheap. It's like to go to London
to travel there.
Okay,
yeah, to travel. Yeah, no,
if he gets over there.
Yeah, I ain't got to be there long.
Then yeah,
I'm gonna treat it like Vegas. If I'm there longer than 3 days, it's a problem.
Get there and get a bus somewhere else.
You do all that, make a whole whole thing of
itinerary.
We're gonna travel from the real world to the virtual world. And GTA 6 released a trailer today, and this is anticipated after news that they delayed it for until May 26, 2026.
So a whole nother 6 months.
That's foul. That's just catching me by surprise.
Yep, a whole nother 6 months. It was supposed to be end of this year.
And now May 26th. And I was just like,
So, but that gives me time to really wrap my head around buying a console. So, I'm still not there yet. But
just do it, dog.
Use a PlayStation.
Oh yeah, I am.
Yeah, don't. Yeah,
I'm not gonna mess around. I ain't gonna mess around. But yeah, so yeah, the trailer came out today, May 6th. This will be out next week. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot. It came out today. There's 35 million views on YouTube on it, so that says enough right there. Within, I want to say it was 9 or 19 hours, one of the two. But yeah, so there's hella hype around it. Obviously, there's been hype around it. More or less, people are kind of, well, I hear that people are peeved, but then a lot of people are like, well, let them release a finished masterpiece, like a final product. So people are praising them for that, and I guess I would praise them for that as well, because a lot of developers and game companies, they do be releasing half-baked shit and then releasing the update packs and all that. So that's cool.
Y'all get to the newest update? Nah, it's 32 gigs. That's the rest of the
game. Exactly. Some
like this ain't DLC.
Yeah, this is a whole nother game. But yeah, what was your reaction to it, to the trailer?
I thought the graphics was dope. Kind of like, also before like even talking about the trailer, I saw that it released and I immediately text you, and I also text the homies in my Discord group, and one of the homies didn't think I was lying. I was like, hey, new trailer. He's like, I thought this was fake. I was like, no, why I gotta lie to you?
Yeah.
So that lets you know like the anticipation of this game, and like some people's hopes is kind of dying off on it, but other people's hopes is high, like me, because I'm ready for a new GTA 6. And then the trailer was dope. Like I get the premise. I'm not a fan of the premise, but the graphics look great. We were talking earlier. I know it's really, really hard to make a realistic human just because like our eyes just can, that don't look,
Yeah.
but it looks good. It to me just doesn't look next gen. Like I would think they could do a little bit better. Especially seeing like what they did with the Detroit game. Like those robots and the people in that game look actually like really real. I was hoping for that tailored of a look in terms of when you're doing character work in the cut scenes, but the action looks dope. I caught some of the voice actors, so I'm expecting some good acting, and I'm excited. I'm still ready for it. I just hope there's not another delay, and I'm 40 years old and I'm getting the game.
One can only hope.
Right. Who what voice actors did you catch from the trailer?
The landlord that he was yelling at the beginning is have you ever seen the TV show Barry?
Barry?
Yeah.
I know who it
Is
is,
the guy that was his boss that
I
was
don't know
hiring
about
him.
that. But okay.
Okay, yeah, like the guy that was his boss that hired him to do the assassinations. I don't know the actor's name by heart, but I caught his voice,
Got you.
and I was, oh, that's my man's from Barry, and like so, and I know he's a solid actor, so at least like they're at least bringing some folks, in that can bring it and help tell the story. So
Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't know. Did you have what was your reaction to it? I know you just watched it real quick before we started recording, but
So I knew that a new trailer came out, but I also knew that GTA 6 was supposed to be coming out this year. And my cousin has been speaking about it nonstop. And obviously everyone, even though I never even owned a GTA game, I've obviously played it before, but I've never owned one. And I heard there's going to be ways to actually make money in this game and all this, I don't know, use it for that purpose in some way or another. I don't know how true this is, but
I mean,
for them to push it off all the way until 2026, they better come out with something worth us waiting the time.
Yeah, it is going to have to. I mean, it'll be a huge, major flop it'll be major heartbreak if it flops because the anticipation, through the roof. Do you think they will be able to recover if it flopped?
I think people are going to
yeah, it being gaming what it is now, and like everybody and mama's going to be on Twitch streaming that they're playing that game.
Yeah,
it's going to really affect that back end if it's a trash game.
Okay.
I really feel like they got to come with it. This got to be like San Andreas, Vice City levels of popularity. I don't see it. I don't see it being. It took this long to make it, which is fine. Like I'm all for quality over quantity because I hate 2K now. Like I can't tell you last time I bought the 2K game just because it's just the same garbage year after year.
After 2K13, it's been downhill.
Yeah, been downhill. So them taking 13 plus years or whatever, we found new ways to have fun with GTA 5. Whether it's multiplayer or RPing, which has gotten big, especially within like the streaming atmosphere of people telling stories. You got people like it's Casa not doing it, even in that nature. So like they have an audience.
They have an audience for sure. I kind of maybe because my take on the trailer, I thought the trailer was cool. but it really seemed like it was, and maybe this could just be like a movie trailer, but it really made it seem like the atmosphere was super immersive, that there would be a lot of, if not characters, there would be a lot of things to interact with. And maybe that's them trying to take from GTA 5 role-playing servers, trying to make it more geared more towards towards like a sandbox game, right? A true sandbox game. When it actually comes out of the box, instead of people taking it and making it for what it is. So that's
because
interesting.
they invested money into. I know they bought a couple RP servers. They honestly had the ability to shut down 5M and everybody that RPs.
Really?
Yeah, because
it's copyright.
Copyright. They could claim that like this is abuse of the product. This is not what this was used for. Same thing with Red Dead Redemption. They can do the same thing with that because there's people out there, RPing cowboys and robbers and stuff like that, and they can call that, and they don't. And that's, I think that hopefully they take in what what the RP world has given to some folks, the multiplayer functionality of them playing GTA Online has given folks, and like really immerse it into this game and just give us a fresh new take on it, because it'll be dope. Like I feel like I got hope.
Yeah.
GTA is always a solid game, but
one can hope.
Yeah, you put 13 years on it. This guy, you better hit this mug out the park.
You got a target on your head.
Now 14 because we can get into 26.
Speaking of the RP servers, though, I've seen a couple YouTubes, and maybe this is to what your cousin was talking about, making money. But on some of the servers, they're more or less set up as pay to win. So the most recent video I watched is homie infiltrated T Grizzly server. He duped a whole bunch of money. He duped whatever the equivalent of, I think it was like over 100 million USD, like in-game currency. He duped that much because you use your real money to buy in-game currency. And so then he just ran around just handing out millions and billions of dollars to random people to mess up the inflation and all that, right? Have you ran into any of that?
I haven't, but that's also because I'm very picky on the servers that I play in.
Yeah.
A lot of those servers, they're like 100K or die type servers.
Yeah.
Where it's like basically no rules and no order, and like it's just like if I run up on you, you give me $100,000 or I'm gonna shoot you. It's just like, okay, here's the money. Bah, I'm gonna shoot you anyway. Like there's so, and that's kind of what T Grizzly's server is. Like he ain't got no real story. They run around, sell drugs. What's up, gang? What's up, gang? Shoot. Oh, this gang, it's not no real story. Whereas like some RP servers, they're really trying to tell a story. And like, whereas like for me, at my RP server, I flew in. My guy became a cop. He's a cop for X amount of years. He got married. He got divorced. He now retired. He's opened up a business, a small business, and like it's a story to what I'm doing too. And I'm not sitting here.
Do the people make these servers, like make the stories, and then people?
There's
I'm so light years behind when it comes to anything with gaming. That's crazy. I did not know any of that.
Yeah, so I created a character in GTA. His name is Cyrus Lasso, and I had him become a police officer. You can be a firefighter, you can be a rapper, you can be the person that's the head of the server. He's also a cartoonist. He know how to draw and stuff, so he's even animated food items. In T Grizzly, they says cheeseburger, but it's a candy bar, and they be like, like that ain't no damn cheeseburger. In the server I'm in, the guy has taken his time to learn how to code, and he's gotten actual cheeseburger looking meals, and you get a fork. Yeah, I'm not eating a hamburger with a fork, so either it's a pasta dish or something. There's a fork that's always in action. If it's a handheld thing, it's always going like this. It just depends on the server you go.
Yeah, it depends on the quality. All right.
Yeah, and to join that server is like $20.
Okay.
And it was a one-time $20. It ain't like a monthly thing. T Grizzlies used to be a monthly subscription, but he got in trouble because you're not supposed to do that. He also got in trouble because he had the cars. He had real cars in his server. But it was the badges. You can't have Ford on there. You can't have GMC. You can't have none of the badges on there. You can have a car that looks. Oh, I can tell that's a Mustang, or I can tell that's a F-150. As long as they don't say Ford F-150 on it, you're good. His server got shut down because that's against the copyrights, and that's what 5M tries not to let you do because GTA will come for your A-double snakes.
Got you.
Yeah,
and now it's just a one-time fee of $100, and then that's just breaking the paywall though. And then
that's just breaking. Yeah, that's dope because that's called being whitelisted.
Yeah,
that's what they call it. They call it being whitelisted. Like, oh yeah, I paid to be on this server. There are servers that don't have whitelisted. They're chaos most of the time because then anybody can join. Anybody can do what they want.
That sounds more up my alley. When I was playing RPGs, I would cause chaos.
Yeah, so. and that sometimes you need that, and that's why you join those certain servers. Like, oh, this is 100K and die server. I'm just gonna be a drug lord and just do what I want. I'm gonna try to get a gang together, and then other things like I'm actually telling a story. Even yesterday, I was RPing and somebody gave birth, and they had it was like, oh, we had our baby, and then we all on the fake Twitter on that, like, oh, dang, you see Akiel and they had their baby, like, oh, that's what's up.
Okay,
I'm like, yeah, they be having baby showers and weddings, and there's been a couple funerals.
All right. Speaking of babies, have you caught up with The Last of Us?
Yes.
How you feel about that scene in the latest episode?
It was so awkward.
It was stupid awkward, and I felt it was just out of place and unnecessary altogether. They could have handled it so many different ways.
They could have handled it like the game handled it.
Yes,
man. Yes. So okay, we're all in agreement that was fucking dumb.
It was so dumb. That's probably the worst thing they did since hiring Homegirl to be Ellie.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, because I don't care for Ellie either.
Yeah, but the scene that episode itself was solid.
The episode was good.
Yeah, like you saw her, fall in love with Homegirl in that moment. She was playing the guitar. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what's dope about it is like you have the option not to do that stuff in the game if you don't go inside those stores and stuff. Like, if somebody like speed running through that, you don't even see those cutscenes of her like singing and stuff.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
so I want to watch my cousin play.
Yeah,
making out in the game too.
Huh?
Were they making out in the game too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they wilding.
Yeah, they didn't do it like that, but it was more understandable. Like, oh, okay, like y'all finally like acknowledging that y'all have a thing for each other,
feeling for each other.
Yeah.
Because I'm about to say something crazy.
No, because like in the minute when she told her that she was immune, it wasn't like after the stuff had calmed down. They were still running.
Oh, that'll make a big
and then they took and hide, and she was like freaking out. She was like, "Stop! I'm immune!" She took her because the thing was like they didn't want to breathe in
the
spores, and they was running out of air. And she was like, "Here, we can share." And she's like, "No, stop! Like, I don't need the air." Like, and she's like, "What?" She's like, "Bitch, I'm immune."
I wish they would have done that because that's a lot. I like how that instead of them
wasn't
about to cuddle
Bite
up.
Me.
Yeah, like me.
She's like, "Oh my god!"
Like I have to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, she held the gun on her for a hot minute.
Yeah, solid episode.
Definitely a solid episode. Look forward to it. I know you were saying earlier that you had some newer artists and stuff that you want. So I'm gonna let you do that before we get into the Wiki game.
We got. I'm gonna do 3 songs to get you through the week.
All right, bet.
And they're all from people that aren't well known. So the first one is Like Before, and that's B and the number 4. By Maybe Hugo.
By who?
Maybe Hugo.
Okay.
And that's Hugo, Hugo. Pretty solid song. I like it a lot. Got a nice little bop to it. The next one is 90s Fine. Like, oh, she looked good, like she from the 90s. I was like, and that's by Jade Nova, Novah. Jade Nova.
Novah.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And the last one is Down Bad by Sailor. Sailor is spelled SAILORR.
Okay. And that's Sailor. It? Sailor?
Yep. And the song's called Down Bad. Those are my 3 songs to get you through the week. If I can, I'll give the guys, the fellas, 3 more songs for the next week's episode, and they can tell you these are Frankie's 3 recommended songs, and y'all can jam out. I'm always looking for something new, something bop, outside of the regular artists that we hear on the radio nowadays,
or quote unquote mainstream.
Yeah.
So
because there's a lot of artists out here that are doing their thing, and they don't get to shine. And these are people that got maybe 1,000 or 10,000 streams on these songs.
So really low key.
Yeah, they got a few thousand, maybe 10,000 streams on these songs. Like, and shoot, probably like 500 of Joker's mine because I've been blasting it. I got a playlist in rotation with them songs on this song.
I feel you. All right, they'll be on your top rap list at the end of the year, huh?
Oh yeah.
You'll probably be within the top 1.00001% listeners.
Yep. They're like, oh, you really have an eclectic taste. I'm like, yeah.
You really fuck with them.
But Kendrick dominated last year for me though, because that I love that battle.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. So, all right, bet. I took a note of all 3 of them. I'm gonna listen to them and report back to you.
Yeah. Let me know.
As far as everybody else too, take a listen to the tracks and leave a comment. Let us know what you think, or let us know if you heard these tracks before too. So maybe there's people out there that's rocking with them too.
Yeah. So. Yeah. There no affiliation to the Rick and Jordy podcast or myself. Just good music.
It's my first time hearing them. So I appreciate you for putting me on. I'm gonna definitely check them out.
For sure.
I guess before we get into this Wiki game, y'all got anything else?
Make sure you drink water. Just gonna say, make sure you get out the States and experience different foods, different cultures.
Absolutely.
It's definitely mind-blowing in how real food affects you differently.
That was a question I had. Damn it. You just said the food was cleaner, like all around, pretty much. So leave it at that. I love clean food. I wish I could experience it like that, but we're gonna keep rocking. All right, let's get into this Wiki game. So the rules are: we get 2 Wiki topics. We start at 1, and then the second topic is the end. So we start at the Wiki page of the first topic, and you just click links, find links throughout the different wikis to try to lead you to the second topic. So it's like a race from one wiki to the next by only using hyperlinks.
So if I have the Matrix for 1, and the second wiki page is Aaliyah, I have to go find click this Jada Pinkett, and then Jada Pinkett replaced Aaliyah's character. move this and move that, and have to get to the page that says Aaliyah.
So we start at the matrix, right? And we wanted to get to Aaliyah. So we would have to just click links throughout this Wikipedia page. It's like a scavenger hunt. So
Okay.
you look for links that you think will lead you to Aaliyah.
Okay.
Aaliyah's Wikipedia page.
Are we all starting on the main?
Yeah, we all start at one page. The
Yeah.
matrix is where we're starting. That was just an example. We can try to pick one. Huh?
We'll all show. Yeah, we'll all show that we're starting off on the same page.
Yeah, wiki page. What did we talk about first? Traveling. Let's start. What was a place that you went to that you visited on your travels? Just any realm, like it could be a museum, temple, beach.
Wrong. KOH. What?
All right. KOH.
Space RONG.
All right. Wrong. That's a place. It looks like a beach, maybe.
Yeah, right here, an island in Cambodia.
Yep, yeah. Island in Cambodia. Anti, you got a landing page you want to go to?
Do you want to make it hard?
Fuck it.
Yesterday was the Met Gala, so let's just do Met Gala.
Met Gala.
What? You're trying to find Met Gala in this?
Through
yeah. So you got to use Cambodia. Somehow you got to get to the Met Gala from Wrong, Cambodia.
Yeah.
That's what I say. You want to make it hard? Or I can make it easier.
Bro, I don't think that's even possible.
It is possible. Anything's possible in this game.
Anything's possible, yeah. Because I already got a route in my head.
Yeah, I do too. And it's cheese.
Yeah, let's not do it.
Because he don't know the secret thing.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just do Denver, Colorado. Y'all are there.
All right.
See if we can get to Denver from, because that's what you did. You traveled from over there. Now you're back here. So
try to get to Denver from Coron.
Yeah.
Yep. So
that shouldn't be too bad.
Well, I can only click links.
Yeah. Hey, slow down.
we haven't started yet.
We haven't started yet.
We got to start it. We'll do the countdown.
All right. Everybody in Coron. 3, 2, 1. Wiki. And we going to Denver, Colorado. We usually don't do location to location.
Wiki.
You son of all right, cool. Yeah, he got it. All right, good shit. I'm just sitting here chilling on northern hemisphere. I was about to zero down to North America and obviously states.
Okay, so I went. I'll show you. I'll backtrack myself. So it went from Denver, Colorado, and then state. I did U.S. state.
U.S. state.
California was the first.
The first state you found.
Yeah. So Santa Clara, California was this city that I got to because I looked up Survivor. The Survivor franchise was in Coron.
Oh shit! Huh?
Yeah. So if you scroll down, Survivor was.
I didn't even get that far in the page.
Yeah.
I just clicked on Southeast Asia.
It's part of the. Yeah. See, Survivor.
Yeah, I see it. Oh, okay.
That's and then I use that.
That's
I was like, how can I get back to America?
That's a respectable route, actually.
All right.
Kudos to you.
Because my first time doing it, we did 2.
Yeah. You want to do one more? We can.
Sure, we can.
Because that might have broke the record of quickest find. Both, you probably broke Jordan and myself. We're going to start at glass bottle.
Oh.
It has stuff.
Right.
Glass bottle.
Yep. To get there.
There we go. I had to cover my face up. Glass bottom.
Landing page. I just finished the second season of Solo Leveling. Want to go to Solo Leveling?
Sure. Okay. So the anime solo or the manga? You just want just like the Solo Leveling page itself. Okay.
Yeah, just the page itself. It could be anime or manga.
Sure. Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1, Wiki. Now this might be difficult. Might not.
Joe.
What?
Nothing, man. Your business.
Oh, fair. Damn, even if I got to that wouldn't even lead me to. That's crazy. Oh, you know what?
Such BS.
Okay. Oh shit. Getting somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. Good shit.
That took a minute.
You guys actually have the app Wikipedia?
Yeah.
I'm at list of best-selling comic series. I was narrowing it down.
Yeah,
I was at manga, and then it had a whole list, but Solo
so
wasn't on it.
I did the anime route. So
Okay.
I got list of action anime, list of anime. Oops. The other one was the other one was Japan, and then I got to it jumped. Yeah. Then I got to East Asia.
I was I just passed.
I got to China,
and then I went to Japan.
Yep, Chinese culture because I couldn't get China itself from there.
Right.
Southeast Asia because Southeast Asia has a mixed culture of Indian and Chinese.
Yep.
In certain places, Vietnam. This Hanoi is a specific place in Vietnam.
Yeah, that's where the ramen shop is.
Yeah, the growler, the jug, was originated there in that city in Vietnam. So that's how I got from the bottles.
Okay.
The glass bottle, the growlers.
Oh, okay, cool.
Was an example of a type of bottle, glass bottle.
Jeez.
All right. That's solid. Where's you at? What was your track record?
So my first click was glass recycling.
Uh-huh.
And then I eventually got to by country, but it only had European countries. And then I go scrolling down and it says Asia, and then it just says India. Maybe I should have.
Yeah, it didn't have a link for Asia.
Link for Asia.
You probably should. You would have went to if you would have went to a European country, you may have found like a link for just countries in general. You could have found the country that you wanted.
Because I was like,
yeah. Once you play it more, you learn how to play it.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
I was at list of best-selling comic series. Got there from list of best-selling manga, Japan, East Asia, China, list of bottle types, brands and companies, bottle, wine bottle, glass bottle. So
you were on the same path. You was like, how can I get from bottles to Asia?
That's exactly it. So all right, good shit. Those are both solid. So
for sure.
All right. Well, if y'all want to try it, go ahead. But yeah, man, this has been another week. I really appreciate you hopping on the podcast, Akiel, sharing your story, chopping it up with us. Been fun. Now that you're back in Denver, if you want to do it again, more than welcome anytime for sure. And again, thank you, Frankie, for filling in for Jordan.
But thanks for having me.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, no, it was fun. We had a good time.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, let us know y'all anticipation, or if you have anticipation for Grand Theft Auto, and if y'all have any travel stories out there, feel free to drop them in the comments as well. But like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification,
share a link.
Share
Tell
a
a
link,
friend, tell a friend.
all that.
Make sure you check out Akiel social. Yeah,
Akiel, want to drop your socials?
Instagram is going to be zen.zone11, and YouTube is going to be Akiel's Adventures, AKIELS.
Check them out. You got some really dope content. All right, man. Well, that's been another week of the Rick and Jordy Podcast. I'm one half of your host, Rick.
I'm the other half, Frankie.
Sir. And then
got Akiel right here. Special guest
Akiel.
Hey.
That's been another one. We'll catch y'all next week. We out.
Peace.
Peace.